field, low width, ball movement. The ball's not.
Head to this, which side you want to defend? You want to defend this side first, so you have the kick on this, okay? Alright. Okay, so we're gonna face that direction first. Okay, so you're gonna follow the referee. You're gonna follow this, the referee. Okay, so make sure it's the captain, one captain, and then the goalkeeper.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2007 Serve Cup. Ken Gonzalez here for George Lange Event Productions, and we have a boys under 15 championship match set to get underway right here. The Washington Premier Football Club going up against the Force Soccer Club. Washington Premier is in white on black, and the Force is in the black on black jerseys. We have two 40-minute halves, just about full halves. Almost the full 45s. So 40-minute halves. We will have overtimes, if necessary, and then penalty kicks. Right now, in the middle of the field, Washington trying to penetrate the defensive backfield of the Force. Number 11 running that ball down right there, Angel Ventura. And let's see. They'll run out of room far side, last touched by the Force, and so a corner kick coming up here for Washington Premier. And number 9 will take the kick here, Troy Peterson. Got a ball coming in from the field next door. Here comes a corner. It's a little bit long, going up high into the air is the keeper, Vincent Paldino. And Vincent will roll it out over on the far side. We'll get to the rosters for these squads here in just a minute. Nice little breeze coming in here today. From the west, this field playing east-west, west-east, whichever you prefer. Right now they're heading from east to west as Force coming into the backfield of Washington. Washington stands tough, and now they're going to bring it out and away from the net. July 30th, 2007, Monday afternoon. The first weekend of Surf Cup. Next week, we've got the older squads, 16s through 19s. This is the highest age bracket, the 15s here in the first week. The 27th annual Surf Cup. And it seems to be getting bigger and better all the time. Number 7 in the box, trying to maneuver his way around. Sean Akoli.
Away from the keeper, boys.
And the keeper right there has it. And the ball is out far side and will be put into play by Force. And again, into the defensive backfield of Washington. And again, the defense handles the job right there. Number 16 for the Force has the ball taken away, Spencer Shortland. And he tries to get back to it. Pass upfield by Washington. Number 12 trying to get to the ball, Jordan Billy. And it's a Force coming up from from their own backfield across midfield. Force trying to dribble the ball out of their defensive backfield. They don't want to make a mistake back there. And now a battle here on the near side. Washington puts the ball into the middle of the field. Number 6 with the touch right here. That's Kevin Alva. Alva gets around number 11, Angel Ventura. And now here comes a Force. Number 8 now makes his move inside. But too many white jerseys there. They're going to push him out. Number 2. Efren Fombona with the pass towards the back line. Now they want to come right back out to Fombona, I should say. And let's see, the ball stays in. No, then it finally goes out. That's some weird spin on it. Spencer Shortland will put it into play. And he had number 9 there, Claudio Rodriguez, but he couldn't get to the ball. It's cleared up by Washington, and their number 9, Troy Peterson. Dribbles it up to midfield, and now finally across. Get to the rosters here for Washington Premier. Number 2 is, as we have the ball taken away here, and does it go out near side? No flag. Still coming in, number 9 in deep, Claudio Rodriguez. Threw it away in front of the net. We'll get you those rosters. Just don't want to miss any action here. But as soon as we're bogged down to the middle third of the field, I'll continue on. So number 2, Nick Palaudachuk, Papa, as he's referred to on this squad. Number 3, Trevor Witt. Number 4 is Chase Butler. Number 5 is Stephen Dutson. Number 6 is Evan Robichaux. Number 7, Sean Akoli. Number 8, Drew White. Number 9, Troy Peterson. Number 10, Nico De La Cruz. Number 11, Angel Ventura. Number 12, Jordan Billy. Number 14 is Chris Miller. Number 17, Nikolai Hammer. Number 20 is Josh Hamilton. Guest player on this Washington squad, number 21, Jeremy Wetzel, on loan from the Northwest Nationals. Ball towards the back line, goes out. And the keeper is Eric Owen. So there you have it. The ball is out. It's a goal kick here for Washington. And for the Force, out of the Coast Soccer League here in Southern California, the keeper is Vincent Paldino, number 1. Number 2 is Efren Fombona. Number 3, Williams Nieto. Number 4 is Alex Hong. Number 5, Jacob Speckmeyer. Number 6 is Kevin Alva. Number 7 is Nicolas Gomez Garcia. Number 8, Alfredo Perez. Number 9, Claudio Rodriguez. Number 10, Matt Mardisic. Number 11 is Jackson McCracken. Number 12, Kevin Garcia Lopez. Number 15, Fabian Arroyo. Number 18 is Spencer Shortland. Number 22 is Donato Angelo Russo. The team administrator, Jack Mardesic, and the head coach, Danny Pena. The manager for the Washington Premier squad is Scott Davis, and the head coach is Jimmy McAllister. His club calls him Jimmy Mack. So we're set up here. Plenty of soccer remaining. We've got 80 minutes of regulation here. No score. We're in the first half. And number 12 there with a nice pass over to the far side. Number 7, Sean Akoli, took the pass from Jordan Billy. Towards the net, cleared away by the forced defense up towards midfield in the circle. And number 2 gets there with the first touch. Papa. And that shot to the goal is right into the hands of the keeper, Vincent Paldino. So Palauticek right in the middle, trying to make something happen there. And right now, in the first half, Washington actually with the advantage because of the wind. Their backs are to the wind, and it's force heading straight into it. So Washington will play the final 40 minutes with the wind in their face in the second half. Crossfield here, number 6, Evan Robichaud with the pass. As he found Angel Ventura, number 11. Angel upfield with the ball is taken away, and now the force back right to left. Oh, a little split-second hesitation right there, and that allowed the defense for Washington to take it away. And as they bring it up to midfield, it'll go out, and Spencer Shortland will put the ball into play here right beneath us.
Next one, please, sir. AR, next one. When it's ours, when it's ours. Next one.
So Spencer puts the ball into play. Long crossfield pass and right to the keeper. Teammate number 8 looks on Drew White. Owen, a nice kick well across midfield. Force with the first touch up in the air, comes back down. And now it rolls here to the near side and out.
Call him off, wait for him.
Number 3 and number 17 for Washington looking to come into the match. Number 3 is Trevor Witt. Number 17, Nikolai Hammer. For numbers 11 and 12, Angel Ventura and Jordan Billy. Chase Butler putting that ball into the middle of the field. Down the middle, shot to the net is going to be just wide as Vincent Paldino watches that one go by. No score first half. We have played just over 10 minutes here. So 30 minutes remaining here in the half. So Paldino with the kick up to midfield. Just actually kind of died. You see the wind. I mean, it looked like a very strong kick off his leg. And when it got up into the atmosphere there, the wind just killed it, and it came straight down about 10 yards from midfield. So hopefully Vincent Paldino will take that in mind next time he's got the kick. You saw the first time he just rolled it out to his right side over to the far side. And this time he decided to boot the ball, and I think he'll consider that the next time. Washington Premier with the ball on the kick. But as we said, Washington will have that same problem in the second half. You see right there the wind just taking that ball. Rolls here into the backfield, and Spencer Shortland will try to clear it up here to midfield. It's going to go out near side. And Spencer puts the ball into play. And Washington tries to keep it here on the right half of the field. Number 3 giving chase there, Trevor Witt. And now up towards midfield they go. Drew White tries to pass it to the middle of the field. Troy Peterson there, but he runs into some trouble, and the ball taken away by force. Efren Frambona, number 2, hits the ground, though, recovers. Actually, his teammates do, and they're going to spread the field now. Shortland with the left leg, passes it into the middle. It's a little bit careless. Actually, the pass wasn't that bad. Actually, it was a fairly nice pass, and he had 2 players there, and neither of them really made a commitment to the ball, and it was easily taken away by Washington Premier. Nearly a trip right there. Washington comes away with it in the circle. Now we do get a whistle, and that's going to be against, looks like number 15 for the Force, Fabian Arroyo. He doesn't like it, but honestly, he was all over number 6 there, Evan Robichaux. Got away with a near trip. In fact, Robichaux stayed on his feet, and that's why the whistle wasn't blown. But then the subsequent touch right there, the referee says, all right, that's enough. Now it comes in front. Cleared away. Number 10 with a shot to the net over the crossbar there. Nico De La Cruz with the left leg. No score. We're in the first half of this boys under 15 championship match. Kick up to midfield. Just below, and again, Vincent Paldino will have his ball die before it hits midfield. But it does the job. I mean, his teammates were able to win it. Now they bring it across midfield. Shot to the net, high in the air, over the barn. Nice line drive kick right there. Into the wind. So a little extra on it, but it goes out. And the goal kick here for Washington Premier. Yeah, the ball is going to go out here on the near side. Nobody touched it after that. It just, either the wind or whatever it was, took it. And now Washington with 2 substitutions. Number 21, their guest player, Jeremy Wenzel, into the match. Number 17 puts it into play, Nikolai Hammer. High into the air it goes. Comes down, Force with 2 headers. Taken away nicely, number 2 there, Nick Papa. Taking advantage of the wind right there. And that ball will go out far side. So both of these teams here kind of settling down and digging in almost. And this could be one for the ages here. This one is shaping up to be, number 1, low scoring for sure. And it's going to definitely be a battle. Not too many mistakes. Very solid squads. And usually these matches will come down to the first team that blinks could end up losing it. Ball here near side, number 8, Alfredo Perez. Perez slowly moves the ball to the middle. Just long. The header comes out. Ephraim with a shot to the net, cleared away. Just a little too far out there. Then to keep it on the ground, that ball had no shot. Here to the near side, Spencer Shortland. Shortland with the left leg. Pass towards the back line. Would have been a cute pass there for number 8, Alfredo Perez, but nobody there streaking to the ball, and it's taken away by Washington Premier, and now Washington across midfield. Ball far side. Now comes in. It's going to be a foot race. Nice job getting back on defense. And a trip from behind. That's going to... Arms go up, but definitely a trip, and Force is guilty there. Washington. Here near side, number 17, Nikolai Hammer. Hammer across midfield, the ball taken away. But he gets it back. Hammer, nice recovery. In the circle now. Wenzel there, number 21, goes over to the far side. Ball in the circle. And now Washington brings it back into their own defensive backfield. Spreading the field, taken away by Force. Can they get a shot here? All the way to the net, high into the air. That ball's going to find the back of the net from near midfield, and the Force will take a 1-0 lead over Washington. Number 9, Claudio Rodriguez with the score. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Nearly, well, he was in the circle. Took the shot and just soared over the head of the keeper, Owen. And the Force with a 1-0 lead now over Washington Premier first half, coming up on the 20th minute. Plenty of time remaining, obviously, for Washington, but one thing that's a little bit odd there, Washington elected to bring the ball back into their own backfield, and it really didn't look like that was the plan they wanted, and all of a sudden they found themselves in their own backfield as they tried to spread the field to bring it right back up. And they kind of got themselves into some trouble right there, and obviously the score was tallied as the ball found the back of the net. But I think if they had it to do over again, regardless of whether it was a goal scored or not, they probably wouldn't have put it into their backfield.
A little late, guys. Give me for who?
Far side. And it does go out. And it will be Washington ball. They want some substitutions before we start play again. And 17 will come out, Nikolai Hammer. He will be replaced by number 11, Angel Ventura. And number 9 is out also, Troy Peterson, replaced by Nico De La Cruz, number 10. Play begins after the throw-in. Washington trailing by a goal here in the first half. Yeah, a little miscommunication over there. After the throw-in had a whistle, it was a penalty and the free kick going over to Washington, but they had already placed, or the ball had trickled over to midfield, and they just put it back into play from there, and the referee says, no, you get it up here. So we start anew. Nice kick into the circle right there on that pass. Number 9, Claudio Rodriguez, he has the goal here. And it looks as though the wind really picking up, and that could be a problem. Well, I say that, but the Force managed to score with the wind in their face. But if you're Washington and you go into the second half knowing that you'll be heading into the wind in the second half, down by a goal, might alter some of your strategy. Ball here near side. Force will put it into play. Just past the midway point here in the first half. Roughly 59 minutes to go here in this championship match. Number 2 trying to break away there. And what can Papa do as it rolls over to the far side, and the keeper is just going to push it out. Palladino on the far side, and the ball will belong to Washington. Number 14 there, running it down. Chris Miller. Trying to get a Pepsi before he gets back onto the field. So let's see if Washington can make something happen right here. Ball out far side. Or nearly out on the far side. Saved, I should say. Washington spreading the field. And that ball rolls all the way to the far corner. Comes out. Washington still with the ball. Nick dribbles it, passes it over to number 10, Nico De La Cruz. Now they want to push the issue into the middle. Number 3 can't get a shot with the left leg. Trevor Witt, he wanted it. And he's got to come back out with it here. Number 4, right at midfield, Chase Butler. Butler down the middle, got a lot of room right there in which to pass it. And Washington still protecting the ball here. Number 11 goes inside, Angel Ventura, and it comes right back out here near side, and it's white ball. Ball across midfield. Again, Washington, they want to get into that defensive third of force and see if they can get that tying goal here before the end of the half. Just about 16 minutes remaining as we're into the 24th minute of play here. Battle for the ball. Number 8 was there, Drew White, but it goes off of Drew, and it will belong to the force, far side. Ball to the back line, comes out. Force looking for that second score. Number 8 trying to make his move. There's a cross. It's deflected away by the keeper. Ball still in play. And the force denied right there. And the ball will go over to Washington. And that ball bounces all the way to the right half on the header. It was only touched once after the kick and winds up in the hands of Vincent Palladino. So the end of summer is near. The last day, maybe one more day in July. How many days are there? But definitely the last weekend of July, you've got August to go. And a lot of these teams traveling all over the country for several tournaments throughout this summer. George Langevin Productions, we've been quite busy here this year. Far West Regionals in Las Vegas. 4 or 5 other tournaments up there as well. Dallas Cup, Phoenix, President's Day. Several tournaments here in Southern California, so a lot of action here. And these tournaments, all of them, just growing and growing, bigger and bigger every time we head there. Especially Las Vegas, such a hotbed now for soccer. You got some great complexes out there. Las Vegas Premier, they've got one. The Downtown Las Vegas Soccer Club puts on a couple. And on a bounce into the hands of Palladino again. Palladino tries the kick. It bounces across midfield. Nice little flick there for the Force, and they're going to control it here near side number 6. Kevin Alva going up against Chase Butler. Alva moves all the way to the far side with that kick, number 8. Alfredo Perez. Drew White goes up with the header there, number 8 for Washington. And that ball rolls out across the back line. Let's see. Is it a corner? It is a corner kick, as you see number 8, Alfredo Perez, moving to the far side. And it looks like Alfredo will take the kick. So a break for Force right now. They have the lead 1-0 and looking to add on. Kick. Put into play. Pushed out by Washington. Force still with it, though, here on the left half. Ball to the back line, and save from going out towards the net. It's a little bit long. Still in play, though. The wind helped save that one and keep it in play as it pushed it right back into the playing field. Number 9 with a nice move, Claudio Rodriguez on the ground. There's his cross in front, and it's cleared away. Number 3 gets there on defense for the Force, Williams Nieto. So the ball belongs to Force right here. There's number 18, Spencer Shortland. We will be coming up on the 30th minute of play, so just about 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Shortland awaiting to put the ball into play. Wenzel, number 21 there in the pack for Washington. Now they're spreading it open, number 2. Allowed to check. Still in the middle, is going to lose it. Force taking it now right to left. Rolls over to the far side. That ball might hit the back line. Let's see if anybody gets there. And number 6, Evan Robichaux. Number 8, Drew White also. And Robichaux there. The left leg. Tries to push it up to midfield. Kept here on this side by the Force. Ball roll here to the near side. There's a lot of room. Let's see who's going to get there. Obviously, Washington. And that's going to be off number 18, Spencer Shortland. And the ball belongs to Washington. Number 5 will come in, as well as number 7. So Steven Dutson and Sean. And let's see who else here. John Acoli, of course, number 7. Number 9 also into the match. Troy Peterson. Number 11 to put the ball into play, Angel Ventura. Drew White down the middle of the field. Over to Jeremy Wenzel. Again, Ventura. Goes one-on-one right there with number 4, Alex Hong. Force pushing Washington out away from their defensive third and into the middle. Cross midfield. Taking their number 6, Robichaux. Nice job getting back on defense. Steven Dutson up across midfield. And now number 3, Trevor Witt, wants to make a move. Nice change of direction. Again, trying to thread the needle there. And he's going to run out of room. The keeper, Vincent Paldino, will connect with the ball. Spencer Shortland there on defense as well. But Trevor Witt nearly took that all the way. 32nd minute of play here, so 8 minutes before halftime. And let's see the ball here at midfield. Into the backfield of Washington Premier. Premier spreading it open now into the middle, into the circle. Streaking here on the near side, number 11, Angel Venturi wanted the ball. He finally got it. Going up against Shortland now. Ventura looks for some help. Wenzel comes over, but he releases the ball, puts it into the middle of the field. Papa has the ball taken away. Trip right there. Not much of anything, but the ball's going to go over to the Fours. 7 minutes remaining in the half. Going up for that play right there, twisting an ankle, it looks like. That number 14 for Washington, Chris Miller. The ball will belong to Washington as the penalty goes against Force. And Washington now, as we come down to just about 6 minutes or so remaining here in the first half, they trail by a score. And let's see if they can tie it, gain some momentum here as they head into halftime. Hong waited too long. The ball will come away. Number 11, Ventura. Inside his pass right to Force. And out here on the near side. Ball below midfield now, comes across. Wenzel with the pass. Now he tries to get back to it. Force just do get that pass away. And out here near side, and it will belong to Mr. Spencer Shortland there and the Force Soccer Club. Waiting, I believe, substitutions for Force coming in from the far side. Number 5 will come out. Jacob Speckmeyer. Alex Hong looking on, number 4 there, along with Trevor Witt. Trevor nearly had that score all by himself there just a few minutes ago. And a little bit of a touch right there. That penalty against Washington, and so the ball goes over to Force. All here near side. Washington will put it into play. Under 5 minutes to go now in the half. Witt tries to get back to the ball. He's able to pick the pocket there, but it's still Force ball. And on the throw and first touch, the ball goes out and will belong to Washington Premier, I believe. Yes, they will have the goal kick. Under 4 minutes remaining here, first half, 1-0 in favor of the Force Soccer Club. Ball in the middle, the circle now. Cross midfield, number 14 will take it there. Chris Miller as he spreads things out there with a Robichaux. Three minutes to go, first half. And a kick right to the face right there. Forrest going to be guilty there of that. Number 9, Claudio Rodriguez. So the ball will belong to the Washington Premier now, with just about 2.5 minutes remaining here in the half. Ball out again, far side, Washington. Into play. They trail by a goal here. Number 7 tries to make his move. The ball taken away. That was Sean Okoli there. On coming over to help out. Witt again, number 3. Trying to use his strength to move in front of the net. Nice job getting out of those 3 defenders right there into the middle. Shot to the net. Number 2 as well over the crossbar. Paladicek. And the goal kick here for the Force. Under 2 minutes remaining, just about a minute and a half or so, unofficially, of course. 1-0 you see there, Force over Washington Premier. High kick. Coming down with it. Washington Premier looking for a final shot on goal here to end the half. They trail by 1. And now it's a foot race here to the near side. Nice job. Number 8, Drew White's going to be whistled for the penalty there, but he kind of did his job right there. And he's going to get the yellow card right now. And the player for Force still on the ground. That could be a blow to Force. Number 9, Claudio Rodriguez. He has their score here today. So the free kick will go to the Force, and we've got under a minute, just about 30 seconds or so remaining in the half. So it would be devastating if they put another one into the net here right before the end of the half. Number 15, Fabian Arroyo, will take the free kick here. Defense has to be ready here for Washington. Cleared out, and now they're going to bring it away from their net. So they're going to dodge that bullet right there, right down the middle, taken away. What a nice recovery. Miller, number 14. Robichaux weaving his way around the defense. He's going to hit the ground, but he really went up. Nobody seemed to touch him. And I've hit the 40th minute, so my watch is off. And so any moment now, the referee can end this half. And there is the whistle. So that's the end of the first 40 minutes of play here for this boys under 15 championship match. And it's the Force Soccer Club with a 1-0 lead over the Washington Premier Football Club. Ken Gonzalez for Georgia Landman Productions. We'll take a break and be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
We'll get another chance. Can we put it away? Any problems? Anybody struggling? Let's get the ball moving. Here it is. A little bit easier for us to play. Watch our balance in the back. Watch our balance in the field. I got no problems with what we're doing. Right zip. Okay? Any problems?
You guys want a little trophy?
Let's go, guys. Go. Come on. Steve, it's somebody like that. Stand it out.
1, 2, 3, United!
Okay, boys.
Ken Gonzalez for Georgia Landman Productions. We're back for the start of the second half of this boys under 15 match. This championship match, 2007 Surf Cup. And just a by the way, we got the Force here, of course, against Washington Premier. Very nice to see a championship match here at Surf Cup that doesn't include one of the Surf teams. Nothing against them, but it's refreshing to see that there are other squads out there that have improved and have become very competitive, and a shot right to the knee. And again, number 9, Claudio Rodriguez, will go down. See him holding his right knee right there. And he's going to try and get up. The referee comes over, and he's still rolling around, and maybe he should come out. It looks like he's going to stay in. So the free kick here to
You know the answer to that question. He's not going to need his coach.
the Force.
Wasting time. He's fine now. Get out, press.
So the Force here on the kick, near side, number 3, Williams Nieto.
Eric.
Eric Owen, the keeper, makes the catch like an outfielder there, a center fielder.
Can you get wide and get it?
And the kick up to midfield. Nice strong kick. He managed to get it up to midfield with that wind coming right at his face. He's got quite a strong leg, and we should have known that. You saw even with the aid of the wind in the first half, his kicks were, almost reaching the defensive third of the Force. Drew White, number 8, passes it here to Miller, near side, number 14. Chris, he's got 3 black jerseys in front of him. He's going to lose the ball. Force across midfield, and there's a push from behind, and that's going to go against number 6, Evan Robichaud, as another Force player will hit the ground here on the near side. Number 22, Donato Angelo Russo for the Force was there, and now he goes over. So Claudio Rodriguez really taking a beating here. And number 8, Alfredo Perez with the free kick. Here it comes, high into the air, pushed away by the keeper. Perez, or that's Claudio Rodriguez, that is, will take a shot with the left leg, and that's over the bar. And so the goal kick now for Washington. Just underway in the second half. Coming up on the 44th minute overall. 80 minutes here. So plenty of time for the Washington Premier Football Club to try and tie this match. They're only down by 1 score. Ball in the circle. Washington dribbles it out. Nearly a trip, no whistle. Miller here near side, and the ball is out. Should still be Washington Premier ball. Throw comes in. Action now. Chuck, and that shot to the net right there, the keeper.
Nice shot.
Vincent Paldino. And Paldino now with the aid of the wind into the right at that line that separates the defensive third and the middle third of the field. Russo, number 22. Donato Angelo Russo into the middle. Ball here near side, number 14. Chris Miller. And now the kick comes across midfield. Witt. Trevor Witt. And Witt tries to come out with that one. Gets him out from Chris Miller. And Nico De La Cruz helped save that one. Ludacek. Should say Palauticek there in the middle. Now over here to Miller, number 14. Miller weaves his way around 2 defenders there. Now puts it into the middle. Witt, number 3. Can't handle it. Comes out. Cross midfield for the Force. Into the circle and now towards the backfield of Washington. Number 9, Claudio Rodriguez, has been a thorn in the side of this Washington squad here today. Ball across midfield. Rolls over to the far side. Save for going out. Number 10, Matt Martisic. And the Force will put the ball into play. Rodriguez again, and there's a trip far side. Both players will hit the ground. Let's see who's it going. Let's see who that goes against. And it looks as though Washington Premier will be guilty. And number 5 moving over to the far side. Steven Dutson will take the kick. Actually, it's a corner kick. So after all that, there was no penalty. It just went out. So the corner kick here for Washington Premier, or for the Force. That is, and it goes right into the hands of Eric Owen, the keeper. Eric's kick on a bounce across midfield. Header by Witt over to number 7, John Akoli. And that ball's going to be out far side. Force says it's theirs, but it actually is not. It should belong to Washington. Kevin Garcia Lopez, number 12 there, and actually they're going to change it, so it is Force ball.
Ref sub.
48th minute of play now.
This guy says I can.
Ball rolls over to the far side. And out again. Hong puts it into play, far side. They're trying to get the ball over to Witt, number 3, Trevor Witt.
Ref sub.
He can't control it. It goes out off of Force, though.
Trevor.
And substitutions here near side for the white squad for Washington Premier. Here comes the kick. Going to be killed by the wind right there. Secondary attempt deflected away by Vincent Paldino. And Paldino keeps it from going out. If that would have gone out across the back line, that would have been a corner kick for Washington Premier. Coming up on the 50th minute of play here. 80-minute match. Still 1-0 in favor of the Force. And Washington Premier, they want substitutions here on the near side before they put the ball into play. Actually, it might have been an offsides call. And so they will put the ball, get it rolling here from their own backfield. Cross midfield again. So really just back and forth now for the last, actually since the beginning of the second half. And for the Force, they're probably fine with that. That ball's going to go out across the back line, and it's a goal kick for Washington.
All right,
Chris Miller will come out. Number 21, Jeremy Wentzel will come back in. As well as number 17, Nikolai Hammer. So a pair of fresh legs, 2 pair for Washington Premier. They trail 1-0 here. Plenty of time. Boys under 15 championship match. Cloud cover coming in, putting some shadowing on the field right now. Robichaux, far side, saves it from going out. Taken away by force. Can they make something happen here? No, taken away again. Papa. Nick Palauticek, and now the free kick for the Force.
Get out, Jeremy.
Ball at midfield, number 10, Nico De La Cruz with the pass here near side across midfield, number 5, Steven Dutson. Ball high in the air, goes out. Hear the exit sign there. Force been that way since the first half. 1-0 in favor of Force. There's a cross right there at front. Defense does its job. Still on the ground. Still coming out. Another deflection by Palladino. Number 7 denied right there. Sean Akoli. Oh, he came so close to tying this one up, but the Force defense was there. But let's see if that breathes a spark of life into the offense for Washington Premier. And if they can put some more pressure on this Force defense. Most of the pressure for the Force has been in the middle third of the field here so far today. And this is exactly what Washington Premier needs, is to put that pressure deep into the Force defensive third. And now the Force come away with it all the way into the backfield of Washington Premier. Cleared out far side. Still belongs to Force. I thought it was going to be a cross to the net. And actually goes right into the hands of Eric Owen, the keeper for Washington, and he's going to roll it out here near side. Cross midfield, number 21 does a nice job there. Jeremy Wentzel of keeping the ball in play. And over to Palladino.
Good ball, Jeremy.
54th minute of play. So we have just about 26 minutes remaining here in regulation. 1-0 lead for the Force. Rodriguez in the middle. Now moves here to the near side. Wentzel there, as well as number 8, Drew White. Ball is out, belongs to Force. Number 8 will put it into play, Alfredo Perez. So this soccer started on Saturday. Here we are Monday afternoon with the championship match. Number 5 there for the Force, being pushed into the corner. Jacob Speckmeyer. That was Troy Peterson on defense there, number 9. Nice kick. Just below midfield. Again, he's got to be careful there of that wind, dying or killing the ball. before it hits midfield. Left leg. Now he goes with the right leg here, keeping it on the near side. Troy Peterson. Jeremy Wenzel, number 21. And finally cleared away by the force up to midfield. Ball out far side. Force ball, number 22. Donato Angelo Russo will put it into play. Coming up on the 57th minute of play. So 17 minutes gone by here in the second half. Very near. Just under 17.
Get out, Jeremy.
Number 7's going to have his pocket picked from behind. That was Nicolas Gomez Garcia, picked by Sean Akoli. Ball at midfield and belongs to Washington Premier. Evan Robichaud, number 6. Into the wind, though, remember. Strong kick right in front of the net. Touched first by the force, and they clear it up to midfield. Nice header by Russo. Cross midfield, but really nowhere to go with it. And now it's a battle in the middle third. And that should be Washington ball, and it is. Evan Robichaud. Kick over towards the far side, but just, again, the wind might have slowed it down just a bit, allowed the touch by force. And now Washington Premier is going to have to work to get the ball back. Force ball far side. And they still have the lead coming up on the 59th minute of play. Nicolas Gomez Garcia, number 7. Pass. Oh! Wasn't expecting that one there, far side. And that's a huge break for Washington Premier right there, as it allows their defensive players to get set. Cleared out. And that ball roll to the back line and go out. So the goal kick here for Washington Premier. And they want some substitutions. Nico De La Cruz will come out. Chris Miller coming in. Goal kick up towards midfield. Number 5 gets back along with his keeper, Steven Dutson. And Owen picks it up. Wenzel here right in the middle. His pass deflected away here to the near side and out. And that was last touch by force. So Washington Premier will put the ball into play here near side. Ball across midfield. Over to Wenzel. Force getting back on defense. Akoli here near side. Now into the middle. Number 17 shot on goal with the right leg. Right to the keeper, Palladino. Nikolai Hammer with the shot on goal. So Palladino boots the ball. well across midfield. And we have a whistle, and that will go against Washington Premier. So Force really getting all the breaks here today. They lead 1-0. A lot of the whistles going their way as well. And another free kick here. Thing is, they haven't really been able to capitalize on all the gifts that they've been given here today. They do have the one score, and that had nothing to do with the officiating. Ball in front of the net, clear it away. Nice job by number 17, Nikolai Hammer, up to midfield. Akoli. Cross midfield, number 21 there. Jeremy Wenzel. Cross into the middle. Paldino will make the stop. And you can tell right now, or you can see why Jeremy Wenzel, guest player, was chosen by Washington Premier. He's doing a pretty good job out there right now. In fact, has been since he came in shortly after the start of this match. In fact, both squads really playing a pretty good game. No real deficiencies on either side. The goalkeeping is outstanding. And each of these players going up against the other seem to be very evenly matched. And the ball out here near side off number 5, Steven Dutson. And Nicolas Gomez Garcia will put the ball into play here. We're still nursing that 1-0 lead here in the second half. There's a cross. Oh, they can't connect right there, and it's deflected over to the far side. Now here comes Washington Premier. They got a lot of room to run. Kick across midfield, down the middle. Let's see if Force can handle it here. Claudio Rodriguez, number 9, of course, always dangerous. Shot to the net, and right there, Eric Owen makes a nice catch as he goes up high. 63 minutes of soccer have gone by here in this boys under 15 championship match. No whistle. Looks like both teams are looking for a whistle. Play on, the referee indicates there, and finally they do. Ball rolls into the backfield of Force, out here near side. Washington Premier ball. And there's Jeremy Wenzel. He will put it into play. And he'll do it again. As we said, now we got just about 16 minutes remaining here in this championship match. In this game, 1-0 lead for Force could easily be scoreless right now. That shot that hit the back of the net came from nearly midfield. And in fact, the wind probably aided that one, as it would have, under normal circumstances, probably sailed over the crossbar, but it killed it, and it wound up in the back of the net. Ball across midfield, number 5, for Steven Dutson. Ball out, and it is Washington Premier ball. Chase Butler into the match, number 4. Troy Peterson with the touch there, number 9. Here, near side again, Wenzel. He'll go towards the net, and that will be out across the back line. Ball just outside the circle, now pushed in. Who's going to come away with it here? And it is Washington Premier here. And Paldino with the dive makes the save. Long kick. Defense getting back for Washington. And that's one thing, this Washington squad, they haven't panicked. You know, they've been down most of this match, and no signs of panicking yet. You know, they haven't tried to get away from themselves or do anything that they possibly wouldn't normally do, and they try to extend their passing game right here. They just want to play their game, and anything can happen. They've got all the way up to that final whistle, 80 minutes, to tie this one up. The way they're playing defensively, it's going to be very tough, I think, for the Force to get another score here and take a 2-0 lead. There's a shot to the net. Number 7, it's deflected away. Sean Acoli off the hands of the keeper, Vincent Paldino. And so Washington Premier, they are getting their looks. Again, Force into the defensive third of Washington, but really not mounting much. Not enough personnel up front there. It comes out here towards midfield again in the circle. Nice defensive job by Washington Premier. Claudio Rodriguez, number 9. Goes to the back line, but I think somebody might have stepped out, or it does go out across the back line. And actually was out here on the near side first. So ball will be put into play by Force. Ball here to midfield, goes out. Wenzel puts it into play. Washington Premier down the middle of the field. Ball still in play. Wenzel moves inside. He's going to be tripped up. Ball taken away by Force. And the ball out here near side. Chase Butler puts it into play. Force across midfield on the far side. Now they move inside. Number 15, Fabian Arroyo. Tries to get around Troy Peterson. Ball over near the far corner. Still in play. And finally goes out on the side there and will belong to Washington Premier. We will be coming up on the 70th minute of play here in just about 30 seconds or so. So we will hit that 10-minute mark here remaining in the match. 1-0 in favor of Force. Washington tries to dribble it out of their backfield, taken away by Force. They go towards the net. There's a header to the net, and it's going to be wide. Picked up by Owen, the keeper. Number 7, Nicolas Gomez-Garcia, tried to backdoor this squad. And the defense holds up. I should say the keeper, Eric Owen. Header was going to be wide. Now the ball rolls over to the far side, and it goes out. Should be Washington ball, and it is. So now a little urgency on the side of Washington. You know, I just discussed how they hadn't panicked. And I'm not suggesting they do so or are going to do so here, but now that you're under that 10-minute mark remaining now in the match and you're down by 1, that shot towards the net, high into the air it goes again, cleared away. They had a great shot right there. Nice defensive play by Force along with a little luck. And they're going to clear it away. Slide tackle there, number 21, Wenzel takes it away. Nice job, and a nice job by the referee to let them play right now. He doesn't want to be the factor in the outcome of this match. That is for certain. Vincent Paldino with the kick here. Ball at midfield, rolls over to the far side. Save. Nope, it does go out off of Washington Premier. So Ken Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions. You're watching the 2007 Surf Cup here in Del Mar, California, just north, about 25 minutes of downtown San Diego. We're just about 3 miles east of the Pacific Ocean. And this is, of course, the Boys Under 15 Championship. And now a card, perhaps, will be coming out. Number 11 took it. Angel Ventura took the brunt of that. And the yellow card right there. And I believe that was number 15, Fabian Arroyo, with the yellow. So a break now for the Washington Premier. So Troy Peterson with the kick. Towards the net. Header by Force. And that's one thing the Force squad has done here today, which might, be the difference so far in this match, is that they've won the first touch the majority, a very large majority of the time. Yet they only trail by 1 score here with about 8 minutes or so remaining here in this championship match. Kick up towards midfield, kept on this half by Washington. Miller far side. Got Robichaud there, number 6. Battling for the ball. Number 4 is going to hit the ground. I believe that was Chase Butler, number 4, far side. After that collision, and there he is. He gets up quickly off of the Force. And I think Washington wants a substitution. They're going to get it here near side. Nico De La Cruz, number 10, now back in for number 21, Jeremy Wetzel. And Jeremy's done a great job out there today. Free kick for Force, far side. Here comes the kick. Below midfield. High into the air it goes. Off the header. And the defense for Washington Premier does what they need to do, and they take it away. They know they got to bring it across midfield. And the ball out here near side. Sean Akoli. And there goes Sean. Last touch by Force. Number 9, Peterson will put it in. Over to Dutson. Dutson's pass far side to Robichaud. Robichaud surrounded by black jerseys. It's cleared away over to the far side. Number 11 chases it down. Angel Ventura. And the ball out far side. Still Washington Premier ball. We're into the 75th minute of play here. And that ball just wide. Palladino will pounce on it, though. And it looked like it was a smart move because it might have been last touched and deflected by Force. So he may have saved a corner kick right there. Strong kick. And if Force wants to, make sure that this game is theirs, they need to keep the ball in the defensive third of Washington, but they can't do it. Washington across midfield. Number 14, Miller, down the middle. Passes it over to the far side. Now with the left leg, that ball is going to be wide. Here comes the kick. Palladino angles it here to the near side across midfield. First touch by Washington Premier. Ball out near side, and it's still Washington ball. Midfield. And a whistle. That should go against Washington Premier. So forced ball, and of course they're not going to be too swift getting it back into play. Just about 4 minutes remaining here in the match. 2007 Serve Cup Boys Under 15 Championship. Time definitely running down here for Washington Premier. Steven Dutson. Number 5, Jacob Speckmeyer for Force, that was. Claudio Rodriguez, far side near the corner. Washington Premier, they've got to take away here and get it upfield. Nice takeaway there. And let's see, the ball still in play. To the net, Owen scoops it up, and now he's got to have a nice plan here, and he does the right thing, I think. Just clearing it out here to the near side, letting his team run with it, keeping it on the ground. Number 5 into the middle is Paz, taken away. Steven Dutson looked to go upfield. Oh, Robichaud there nearly took one in the side of the head, that is. Ventura comes across. A lot of contact out there right now. 38th minute of play, second half. 78th minute overall, just 2 minutes or so, maybe 3 remaining here. And Washington, they've got to do something now. They have the ball. Premier puts it into play. Nico keeps it in front, nice job. Robichaud, number 6, now he's going to angle. Oh, ball taken away and out here near side. And again, Dutson will put it into play. Peterson, inside. Can they get a shot? Comes out again. Towards the net. Nope, towards the near side here. Robichaud, number 6, towards the back line. Tripped up. And the call, the whistle, inside. Huge break right now for Washington as they're going to get the kick. Force does not like it. Penalty kick here with just about a minute to go. Maybe a minute and a half here in this championship match. Force had it. They were up by a goal. Now the penalty kick. Number 11, Angel Ventura will take the kick. Vincent Palladino in front of the net. A right call by the referee. Force didn't like it. Maybe they just didn't like the fact that he made the call, but definitely Robichaud is taken down. So huge break right here. This is the game right here. Either Force will win it or we go to overtime. Angel Ventura awaiting the whistle. There it is. Angel's kick is going to find the back of the net just past a diving Palladino. And here in the final minute on the penalty kick, Washington Premier will tie this match And we will head to overtime. Well, I don't want to say that prematurely. There's about maybe a minute to play remaining. With the way this match is going, I don't foresee the force scoring here. So it's 1-1, very near the end of regulation, and we definitely are looking at overtime here in this championship match towards the net. Owen scoops it up. Not sure exactly what the force was doing there.
Jimmy, come back, come back.
Perhaps they're conceding the overtime. Now they got to get back on defense. Henley there, and that'll go against force. Another huge break for Washington right now. And quickly, they've got to get it going. There's not much time left. Ventura will take the kick. Here it comes. Nice little bend towards the net. Cleared away on the header by force. Efren Fombona high into the air. And across midfield. It'll roll to the far side, and it will go out. Wow. Theatrics here. Drama at the end of regulation. The penalty kick. Angel Ventura ties this match at 1. And there's the whistle, and we will go to overtime. We've played 80 minutes of this boys under 15 championship match. Each team with a score in each half, and I mean, talk about cutting it close. Washington Premier with the tying score with about a minute to go. Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We will be back with the first overtime in just a minute.
Did I win? Yeah, he said he wanted to take it. I don't have.
Welcome back to the Polo Grounds in Del Mar, California. Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. And we have the first overtime in this boys under 15 match. Theatrics. Number 6, Evan Robichaux, taken down in the box with just about a minute and a half remaining in regulation. Number 11, Angel Ventura, takes the penalty kick and just drills it right past a diving Vincent Paldino. All across midfield. Ventura saves it from going out. And now it's the Washington Premier squad bringing it left to right here. 10-minute overtime period. And that ball is going to be scooped up before it goes out. Would have been a corner kick. Angel Ventura will back up. Ball over on the far side. Again, Washington Premier, Nico De La Cruz, I believe, over their far side, number 10.
Get in the box.
Washington spreading things out over to Peterson now.
Get it in the box.
Now into their backfield. Ball cleared away. Peterson here near side, slowing it down. Both these teams really, well, obviously Washington control the ball right now, really slowing things down. They want to get a nice shot on goal here. Number 4 comes inside. Chase Butler. They can't connect there, and it goes right into the hands of Paldino.
Get across. Watch your back.
Ball still in play near the corner. Evan Robichaux there, number 6.
Push on freight train. Come on, get across. Come on, Nick, don't die. Come on, George. Watch the runner. Good job, Chase. Send it, Troy.
Washington trying to clear it across midfield, but the force keeps it here on the left half. Number 8 moving across, Alfredo Perez, now go to the far side.
Come on, get forward, Papa.
And this game may be the last one to be completed here today. That's the thing. You've got all these fields, 20 fields here during the course of the weekend, full of games. Akuli there, number 7. Jackson McCracken, number 11 for Force there, far side.
Drop off.
You've got all the fields, you got all the action going on, people milling around. Then the final day with the semis and the finals. Shot to the net is going to be wide and long, and goal kick here for the Force. So you've got all the games, and then towards the end of the day on Monday, you know, every field that's being used, well, once that game is concluded, then they shut that field down, take the nets away. And so, you know, you're left with one final match, and we've been here on many of occasion, the only people remaining. And the way this one is going,
Have it, go on, Nick.
may very well be the last game played out here today. Robichaux will put it down for the free kick.
Go on, Nick. Hold it, Evan. Go on, Nick.
Get in there, Nick. Let's go.
Just about midway through this overtime period. Referee pushing Evan back just a bit. Ball in the box, shot to the net is over the crossbar. Just over by a foot or so. And Paldino set up the goal kick here. You hear a lot of clapping in the background. A game was concluded. They're handing out awards. We will be heading that way at the conclusion of this one. Cross midfield.
Pick up.
And out, and it will belong to Force.
Come up here, Kevin.
Throw comes in,
Next opportunity, please.
and again the defense for Washington Premier gets to the ball. And I mentioned towards the end of regulation, you know, maybe midway through that second half, that the Force was winning a lot of the first touch as well. You know, Washington Premier doing a much better job now. Number 3, Trevor Witt will come into the match for number 12, Jordan Billy. Under 4 minutes remaining here in the overtime. So, will we head to a second overtime? The way this match has gone, I'm sure we will. Ball across midfield. Witt, number 3, gives it up to Angel Ventura. Ventura towards the back line. Now his cross to Witt. Oh, it was set up beautifully. And right into the hands of the keeper, Vince Paldino. Wow, that was nice. That was set up perfectly. Ventura and Witt. Paldino makes a nice play. 3 minutes remaining here. We've played 7 of the overtime. We've played 87 minutes of championship soccer. Ball towards the net, and
Level off, Troy. Wide.
number 9, Peterson, shot to the net over the crossbar.
Troy, give him wide.
Troy Peterson
Guy's 6'5".
looking to put one into the net right there. Nice shot.
Say something to him.
Just a bit high.
Troy, get it, play it, we're in.
2 minutes remaining here in the overtime.
Realize that.
Keep it down there, guys. Let's go.
High into the air, kick just below midfield. And the touch, and that penalty against Washington Premier. Force ball. Under 2 minutes to go. Played nearly 89 minutes of soccer here. Looks like we're going to get to 100 minutes. Using the back line, here come the Force. There's a cross in the middle, deflected away. Nice job by the Premier defense. Sean Okoli, number 7. Witt coming over to help out, taken away from Sean. Force now back the other way. A minute to go here, overtime. Or just a little over a minute, I should say. Actually, I had started my watch. We had a little delay there at the start. Shot to the net is going to be wide. So we might have closer to 2 minutes remaining here in the overtime.
Outside, White, outside. Come on, Mike. Come on, Troy. Come on, Nico. Step up.
1 minute.
In the middle. Now it is Sean. Sean's pass deflected away by number 18. There he is, Spencer Shortland. Coming over to help out, number 6, Kevin Alva. And it's out. Angel Ventura will put it into play.
Half a minute. Get it in the box. Come in. Drew, look for it. Look for it to whip it in. Give it in. Give it in. Whip it in. First time.
Throw comes in. Number 8 to the net. He tried to center it there. Drew White for a potential header. It's cleared out by Force.
All right, we're in extra time.
All across midfield. And out now here on the near side. Force will put the ball into play. Final moments here of the first overtime. Here comes the throw. There's the whistle and the end of the first overtime period. We've played an extra 10 minutes. We still don't have a winner. The sides will switch sides. The teams will switch sides now. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second overtime in just a minute. And we're back. The start of the second overtime. Ken Gonzalez here for George Langevin Productions. Boys Under 15 Championship Match 2007 Surf Cup. We've played 90 minutes of 1-1 soccer. Actually, we've played about 11 minutes of 1-1 soccer. That dramatic score with about a minute to go in regulation for Washington Premier. And then they've made it through the first overtime, so we're still tied at 1. Force now moving left to right. Washington opened up the first overtime, doing the same, left to right. Peterson. Angel Ventura there, far side. De La Cruz tripped up there, goes against Force. Number 2, guilty, Efren Fombona.
Up and over, Evan, up and over.
Robichaux, number 6, lofts it into the air, whistle, and the ball goes over to Force. So looks like fatigue might be settling in now.
Don't let him out, White. You guys are controlling. Let's go.
They've played a lot of soccer. If they go all the way here to penalty kicks, after this one, they would have played 110 minutes of soccer. And another whistle. Referee now had lost the whistle maybe halfway through the second half in that first overtime, and he's found it now here in the second overtime. Ball in the circle. Number 4 there, Alex Hong. Or number 4 for Washington Premier, Chase Butler, that is. Far side, Claudio Rodriguez and number 8, Drew White. And White's going to win that one, up to Ventura. Peterson, oh, the pass just a little bit too slow, taken away by Force. Both teams at times a little careless with their passing. Change of direction. Now in the circle. Now it'll come out. Looking upfield, Peterson, number 9, into the middle. Number 7, Sean, trying to get around one defender. Coley. Over to Miller now, number 14. Miller tries to go inside. It's cleared out. Force defense with the job right there. Towards the back line. You've got to be careful here. Force inside the box. Need some defensive help. 3 white jerseys there now. 4, 6, and 10. Sounds like the news. Chase Butler, Evan Robichaux, and Nico De La Cruz. Comes out. Force still hasn't been able to get a shot on goal here. Matt Martisic, number 11, in the middle. Over to the far side now. Ventura chases it down, gets there right at the same time as Fabian Arroyo. And now both squads will run out of real estate. It goes out across the back line, and I believe it's a corner kick for Force. And it is. Huge break right now. Here comes the kick. In front of the net, cleared away by Owen. Here to the near side. Just got a hand on it.
Go on, Trevor. Go on, Sean. Up the win. Send him.
Trevor Witt, number 3. Nice job getting around Martisic there. Across midfield goes Witt. Taken away. Let it just a little bit too long. Teammates will recover here. Miller near side. Over to Sean Akoli. Back to Miller here near side.
Nico, go.
All across midfield. So in the middle third we are. Just about 3 minutes, about 4 minutes. 3.5 to 4 minutes remaining here in the second overtime. Tied at 1.
Angel, you okay?
Here's Miller here into the match now. Number 17, Nikolai Hammer.
I want you in for Trevor.
Trevor.
And number 12, Jordan Billy wants to come in. Trevor Witt will come out. 7th minute of overtime now. Second overtime, that is. Eric Owen with a kick. Long, strong kick across midfield. The wind's died down just a little bit. Still blowing into their face. Washington Premier, that is. To their face. Force far side, and let's see, the ball goes out.
How can we be so far away from number 9 when we know he's their danger guy?
3.5. You gotta get the pen guys on?
Yeah, they're all
All right.
Quickly!
Throw comes in, and just like that, it goes right back over to Washington Premier as it goes out. All at midfield.
Go on, Nikolai.
In the circle now.
Go on, get out of the way. Go on, get away. Go on.
Number 8,
Short.
Drew White.
Come on, Nick.
And back and forth we go. Force across midfield, or right at midfield. They can't get it across. Troy Peterson here sends it to the near side, number 9. Off to Drew White. Drew White angles to the middle. Now he wants to change direction. He's going to lose it. Gets some help, though, but finally cleared away by Force up across midfield. Number 6, Evan Robichaux running it down. It's about 2.5 minutes remaining here in the overtime. The last overtime. If they can't get a winner here, we will go to penalty kicks.
Do it now.
Ball up to midfield, across midfield. Coley was there. Now he's trying to get back to it, but number 5 with the clearing there, Jacob Speckmeyer up across midfield. Ball picked up speed when it hit the ground there. Number 8, Alfredo Perez. There's a cross. Tried for the header. It's too high. It'll roll towards the corner. Saved by number 15, Fabian Arroyo. Good across midfield. I believe we had a whistle, though. And Washington Premier will get to bring it up out of their backfield. And they're drawing some time off that clock without any action occurring. Nearly deflected by the referee in the middle, into the circle. Now down the middle, just about a minute to go. Shot to the net. Paldino with the save.
Nikolai, get back. Long kick.
Under a minute to go here in the overtime. Penalty kicks coming up next, if needed, but that's the way it looks. We're tied at 1, boys under 15 championship.
Go on, Sean. Send to Sean. Send to Sean.
Both players going up for it. Taken away by Force right there. Sean trying to go up against 2 players, and that usually is not a good thing. Perez, number 8. Force moving it down the middle. Shot to the net, deflected away. And now into the middle of the field. There's the whistle, and that'll do it. 110 minutes of soccer. We have no winner. It's a 1-1 tie. And this boys under 15 championship match will go to penalty kicks. Ken Gonzalez for George Landry Productions. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the kicks in a minute.
United!
And we're back. Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. The first penalty kick. Number 9, Troy Peterson for Washington Premier going up against Vince Paldino. So this boys under 15 championship match will be decided by penalty kicks. The referee counting him off. Peterson looks like he's ready to go. We await the whistle. And Troy Peterson is set. Here comes the kick. And that ball's going to find the back of the net. Paldino went to his left. The ball goes to his right. And Washington Premier with a 1-0 lead on penalty kicks.
That's good.
Number 10 for the Force, Matt Mardisic against Eric Owen. Mardisic kick, and that ball's going to be deflected by Eric away from the net. And after one series, 1-0 in favor of Washington Premier. Palladino will take the walk to the front of the net again here. Number 12, Jordan Billy will take the next PK here for Washington. There's the whistle. There's the kick. Palladino manages to deflect that one away. And it remains 1-0. Opportunity for Force to tie. Huge break right there, as Washington Premier could have gone up 1-0 or 2-0. Number 9, the man with the lone goal for the Force here today, Claudio Rodriguez, will set up the penalty kick.
Come on, Eric.
Rodriguez kick, and it's going to hit the post. He had it. He had Eric Owen moving to his left. He went to the right, and it hits the post. And so after 2 rounds, it's still 1-0 in favor of Washington Premier. And here comes number 8, Drew White, trying to extend the lead here. Third PK round here. Third PK for Washington Premier. There's the whistle. White. Here comes the kick right to Palladino. Deflects it easily. And it remains 1-0 Washington Premier. And now the third attempt for the Force. Force number 7, Nicolas Gomez Garcia, will try to tie this one up here. Here's the whistle. Here's the kick. And it's going to get right past Eric Owen. He moved to the left, and again the kick goes to the right. So we're tied at 1 here on PKs. Number 6, Evan Robichaud, walking to his spot. 4th round here. Palladino staring him down. There's the whistle. Robichaud's kick, and that's going to get past Vince Palladino. To his right, Palladino goes left, and it is 2-1 now. 4th PK for Washington Premier. Number 15, Fabian Arroyo. Arroyo, here comes the kick. Owen can't get it. It's going to hit the corner. Owen guessed right this time, and it goes left. And we're tied at 2 on PK's 5th kick for Washington Premier coming up. And the keeper, Eric Owen, will take the kick. Up against his counterpart, Vince Palladino. There's the whistle. Here's the kick, and it's going to get past him. Palladino guessed right, but it just was out of the reach of his hand. And this is it right here. The Force. Number 5, Jacob Speckmeyer, to tie it up. There's the whistle. Speckmeyer's kick, and that's going to get past Owens. So after the first 5 kicks, we're tied 3-3. And number 11, Angel Ventura will address the ball for the PK. This one just going down to the wire and then some. We've gone through 5 rounds of penalty kick. We're tied 3-3. Here comes the kick. And Paldino can't get it. It's off his hand. Finds the corner, and it's a darn good thing Angel put a lot of mustard on that one. He hit it any softer. Paldino deflects it out into play, and it's not a score. And now, pressure on, force. They need to tie it here. Williams Nieto kick, and it's going to be stopped by Eric Owen, and that's it. Your 2007 Boys Under 15 Surf Cup champs are the Washington Premier Football Club in exciting fashion. Not only do they tie the match with a minute to go in regulation, they go through 2 overtimes, penalty kicks, 6 rounds of penalty kicks, and they will take it 4-3 on PKs. What an exciting match. This is the most exciting match I've done in quite some time. And there they are, your Boys Under 15 champs. Good job. Congrats to both of these squads. The Force go down. Again, the final 4-3 in PKs. 1-1 through regulation. The winner, Washington Premier, over the Force. Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions. Hope you enjoyed this match. And until next time, be safe and have a great day, everyone.